All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So I just want to see the energy around you, okay? We're just going to jump into it and see where it goes. Keep an open mind, guys. This may or may not resonate. This may or may not be your story. If you need anything from me, you can always find it pinned in the comment section. So I see you really being in your element of taking leaps and taking risks. I see you really allowing some sort of growth to take place. I'm also seeing that a lot of people around you right now could be seeing you as someone who's very nurturing and stable. So you might notice here coming up that people that love you and that are your support system and that have your number in their phone, when they need to be nurtured, when they need an energy of, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to feel, I need someone to help me process this, you had this calming effect. Have any of you ever just been feeling like you were having the worst day ever? And you call maybe a certain friend or a family member, and maybe you guys go to do something, even if it's just going and hitting one store and grabbing a drink or something of that sort, and you walk away and you feel a lot more grounded and your thoughts are clearer and you just feel calm, you feel at peace with what is, where once you felt like, oh my God, my life is ending. It's like once you come across this person specifically, they help you realize perspective is a big thing. And I'm seeing that energy here with you. There's something about you where you're oozing this desire, this passion, this fun. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think you know how many people feel blessed to know you and to have you in their corner. You're being seen as this creative soul. A lot of you could be churchgoers because I'm seeing a cross here. You're being viewed as someone who's like a go-getter, moving forward, taking action. You're victorious, you're successful. People are also viewing you as someone where you see the good in them. You see the best in them. So let's say that you're around a group of family members and all the family members are rising on your little cousin and they're like, oh my God, look at those boots. You look so funky. You're the family member where you're like, I actually like the boots. You know, I don't know if you guys remember. You remember that really famous person from 1987? Their name was this. And they actually made boots a thing. And, you know, everybody made fun of them, but they were a trendsetter. So I'm trendsetter. And what I'm saying is that that moment allows that person who was once being razzed on by the whole family, they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel valued. Where that moment could have maybe become a trauma for them, where in the future they would have been like, oh my God, my family was making fun of me. And, you know, I never wore those shoes again. You bring some sort of growth and movement forward and success and victory into the moment where it might be traumatizing, but it's not as traumatizing as what it was. And you know what's so funny is a lot of people would tell you, Pisces, you don't have that kind of power. You're powerless. You don't have that kind of power. When it's actually the complete opposite, you do. Your words matter. How you make people feel, it matters. How you move things forward, it matters. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying that there could be a lot of conversations being had in the dark. I'm going to be quite blunt with you. You don't understand how people are viewing you behind closed doors. You don't understand the conversations being had about you behind closed doors, but it's not bad. It's good. It's like, let's say that you don't know that two people that you know each other. And they somehow bring up your name. Oh yeah, you know, I know them. They go to the same pool as me. Oh, do they? Because they work at the same school as me. And you might automatically assume, oh God, I'd hate to hear what they said about me. I bet it's bad. Actually, it's the complete opposite. It's about how you are successful, how you're helpful, how you're a person of your word. It's like you're being recognized in a way that you once dreamed of, but you never maybe thought it was possible for you, or it's something that only happens behind closed doors. I think you would be pleasantly surprised to hear not only how many people are really proud to have you as a friend, a family member. This could be a lover being like, oh baby, you don't understand how blessed I am. I know how blessed I am. I'm not gonna mess this up. You are being appreciated in a way that I don't even think you know, especially with this moon energy here. The moon is secrets. The moon is unknown. But with 6 of Wands, it's all good. It's like, yeah, there's secrets, There are secret conversations being had about you. There are things being said in the dark about you. But it's not necessarily bad. It's all good. This could also be how you handled something, how you moved. There could be a conversation around how you handled something. They feel like you handled it in a good way, in a mature way, in a productive way. This could be something as simple as, I don't know. I don't want to get into detail. Yeah, you make a lot of people who love you and care about you, you make them happy. You bring a lot of clarity and truth. It's like, if your family members know that you're coming over, they're excited. If you have nieces and nephews, and let's say you don't see them that much, and they tell the nieces and nephews, hey, guess who's coming over? Oh my God, yeah, the fun one. Like, that's what I'm saying. Everybody is so excited. Oh my God, I want to see them. I want to go do this. I want to go do that. Oh, do you think that they'll do this? That's how you're being viewed. A lot of love, a lot of emotion. There's also something here about maybe a conversation being had of what kind of new beginnings you have going on. There's something here about you being kind of like secretive, or people. Okay, so have you ever had like a family member call you and ask a question and they feel like that question should be answered? So an example would be, let's say you go to a family reunion and they're like, oh, you know, we heard you got divorced. When are you going to start dating again? You might be the kind of person where you're like, ain't your business, Bob. Thanks for asking. And you just walk away. Well, after you walk away, you know that they're talking about you. But what you don't know that they're talking about is, okay, what new beginning do we think Sheila's got? Okay, because I heard that Sheila went out with so-and-so the other day. And I don't know if he's a good man or not. But we need to make sure we're taking care of her, because that last one almost put her in the grave. They do know that you're happy, but they also know that there are things going on behind the scenes that they might not know, they might not see. And in their mind, it's new. It's new, it's new, it's new. We're getting a new you. We're getting a new version of you. We're getting a new... This could be something as simple as maybe some of you used to be bar hoppers. You're not bar hoppers anymore. You go to the gym. Who brought this new version of you out? I mean, we appreciate them, but who is it? Come on. People don't change like that unless it's for somebody. That could be a conversation being had here. When in reality, it could be that you wanted a new stable beginning. You wanted something structured, something that could ground you, something that you could depend on. But it could also be an energy of, but I love it. But other people might perceive you, nah, bruh, you don't love the gym. You going up in that gym for 3 hours because you want a woman, don't you? No, that's not what it is. It's because maybe you found yourself in that gym. But I am seeing a lot of conversations where, and I don't think you care. I see you over here taking leaps, taking risks. You're like, oh, so-and-so's talking about me? Okay. Well, I'm going to go whitewater rafting tonight. I guess tell them have fun. I don't know. You're taking leaps, you're taking risks, you're having fun, you're trying new things, you're exploring. You could be really loyal to the things that you love and you care about, but you could also be testing your loyalty in other things. So let me give you an example. This doesn't mean love. This doesn't mean that you're going from being a loyal lover to not. That's not what I mean. What I'm saying is that where you were once, you know, maybe, I don't know if I want to be loyal here anymore. You're testing it. So you might be still very loyal to your family, to your lover, to your friends. If you meet them every Thursday, you're loyal to that. I've seen you every Thursday for the past 3 years. I ain't changing that. But where you were once loyal in a different way, you might be testing it. Okay, I want to go see my family every Tuesday. I want to go see my friends every Thursday. We're going to keep that loyalty. I like the way that that looks. But, you know, I have been loyal to this book club, and I don't like this book club. So I think I'm going to drop the ball on that. And I've been really loyal to this skincare, but I don't feel like it's helping. So I'm going to drop that. And I see you really as other things are kind of going on behind the scenes and people are talking about you and, you know, being really blessed to have you in their corner and really excited to see where you're going. And they're excited to be a part of the journey. It's like you're not focused on any of that. You're focused on the mundane things. They're focused on you. You're focused on whether or not you want a blue toothbrush or a purple one. We focused on who the hell you loving. And you're like, wait, huh? What kind of mouthwash do I want today? That's where you're at. It ain't because you ain't in a relationship. It ain't because you ain't single. It's just because your focus is your leaps, your risks, your business. Now, again, as I'm saying, there's a lot of people behind the scenes that feel extremely blessed to have you, blessed to know you, blessed to love you. Okay. Give me more. Give me more for the people blessed to have you, blessed to know you, blessed to love you. Yes. And I'm going to be honest. It's so interesting because it's like the people in your corner, the people who you love, the people who, when they call you, you pick up the phone. Those people know that it's like a VIP group and baby, we got access, but let's not take this for granted. That's how people are viewing your friendship, your loyalty. They feel like you are the kind of person where it's hard to get in your corner. It's hard to get in your group. You got like 7 padlocks on the door. Tell me why you're here. And if you don't got the right code word, go on. But once you're in, you're in. Once you got your loyalty, Pisces, you got the loyalty for life. But I am saying that there could be other people who are seeing the effort and the dedication that you're putting in, and there's sadness on that. So let me give you an example. These could be family members. You know, some of you might not have healthy relationships with every family member. And these could be family members where, let's say you're close to a brother or a sister, but you're not close to the other one. That could be the same family member that's sad. I'm sad because I know you and our other sister are traveling together all the time. I'm sad because I know that this is happening behind the scenes. You guys go shopping together. You guys are buying cars together. And I feel like the sibling that's left out. Someone here is feeling left out of your life, left out of the good news. They feel like they're the last to know. I'm the last to find out. Now, this person does feel a sense of like entitlement. I thought I was your best friend. I should know first. I thought I'm your family member. You should tell me who you're dating before the world knows. That's what I'm saying. But I'm also seeing an energy of you kind of just harnessing some sort of passion and desire and excitement. And I don't know, it's a little bit of like, oh, I'm sorry. And then you just kind of go about your business. Things that used to affect you don't affect you anymore. Things that used to make you stay up at night and lose sleep, it doesn't do that anymore. And I think it's because you've really changed what you're accepting and what's around you. Yeah, 4 of Cups. Okay. Give me a little bit more for the people who are around you that love you, care about you. They're blessed to know you. I would even go as far to say that these people feel like they've changed their perspective around you. They feel like there's something here about you acting different. You're full of hope. You're full of excitement. You've changed. This could also be people recognizing that you've matured and how good the maturity has done for you. So let's say that you're the youngest of a group. Okay, let's say even if you're in your 50s, you're the youngest of a group. These could be your siblings or your family members that have watched you mature. I've watched you grow up. I've watched you mature. I've watched you change. I feel really blessed to have the front and center seat. I've seen the bad, I've seen the ugly, but I've also seen the good. And right now we're in the good moments. And it's exciting to see you full of hope and excited on where you're going and only focused on yourself. You know, these could be people who wiped your tears when you were going through divorces or a divorce or separation or career rejections or life challenges. But these are also the same people who are now in your corner and they're seeing you win. And it's changing their perspective around how strong you are. It's changing their perspective around, you know, maybe at one point, these are even people who've seen you go through a depressive episode. And now they can tell, okay, you're getting out of the depression. You're getting hope again. You're getting excited. You thought, well, my business failed. I'm a failure. But you had to grieve through that. And now that you grieved through that, I'm seeing that you're excited again. You're like, you know what? Maybe I should open a new storefront. Maybe I should do online only. Maybe I should. And the maybes are giving me hope that better things are coming for you. So a lot of people are just kind of excited to be a part of your life. And I'm saying that you could also be helping people get a different perspective on maybe love, movement forward, action. You could be helping people get clarity on what they need to do. I feel like you're a good advice giver. That's also how you're being viewed in your life. You're being viewed as someone who's a hustler, but you're also a really good person to come and get advice from. You're being viewed as someone who's extremely happy, satisfied. You're being viewed as someone who is the maker of their own life. You're being viewed as someone where you know, there's two parts of you. I will say the people who love you and care about you do feel like there are sides of you that are very rigid and toxic. So you could be the kind of person where your house is spotless. You could be the kind of person where, let's say you go on vacation with family, you might be the one in the group where there's an itinerary, or you're the complete opposite. You're like, I ain't following no itinerary. I'll be there when I be there, and I'll be gone when I'm gone. There's something about you where, you know, maybe people used to feel like it was toxic. They didn't think, I can't understand the way you do what you do. But now they no longer try to understand it. They just accept it, and they know that that's a part of you. And I'm seeing an energy here of people recognizing that there's you're like emotionally fulfilled. You're emotionally whole on your own, happy on your own, and it's rubbing off on others. I don't know how to, this could even be something as simple as, let's say you're married, but it's like you give these people hope. You give them hope that you can still be happy on your own in a marriage. You don't have to lose yourself in that marriage. You can remember who you are. You can stay true to who you are, who you want to be, but you can also be happily married. And it's like you're also giving them hope, not only around the fact that you're not going to lose yourself in a relationship or marriage, but that you can be who you want to be and that your partner will accept you. And there is such thing as unconditional love, and there is such thing as a relationship that can be healthy or that can get through trials and tribulations that seem impossible. Yeah. I don't know. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. What else do you need to know? And the people I'm bringing up, it could be 8 people specifically, 8 different people that I'm bringing in, okay? I see that these could be relationships that you've manifested, but I do see with the Hermit here that you could have had to do maybe a season of self-reflection or a season of weeding out the bad eggs. So I do see the people who are around you that do feel blessed to have you and care about you and love you and truly appreciate you. It's like it wasn't no easy feat. You had to cut out people that you couldn't trust. You had to cut out people where they would tell you what their intentions were, but they actually was not their intentions. I'm definitely, yeah, in the Tower, I'm seeing a lot of like earth-shaking information. What do you mean I can't trust that person? That's my best friend. What do you mean I can't trust him or her? They're supposed to be the love of my life. But it also allowed you to really build a solid support group around you that really appreciates you for your strengths, but they also appreciate your weaknesses. They love you for the things about you. You know, the things that others would shame you for are the things that these people love about you. Other people shame you because you burp. Okay, this is the people who's like, oh, burping contest, let's get it. How loud can you go? And others might be like, well, that's disgusting. I mean, to each their own, you know, to each their own. I'm definitely seeing that these relationships specifically are your justice. And I think you know that. Okay. So yeah, some of you, whoever this reading resonates for, it's like you have an amazing support system around you that not only do you appreciate, but that appreciates you. So I think Spirit just wants you to maybe know that you're really appreciated, you're loved, you're valued, and that there are people that feel very blessed to have you, to know you. I also want you to know that somebody here could be focused on you. It's wishing you would come back to them. This person could have tried to focus on you instead of some sort of pain. And the reason this person's not taking action towards you is because they don't know what to say. So just so you know, there could be someone hoping that maybe one day you'll reach out to them. But I don't know. I'm seeing an energy here of it maybe actually being over, and the lesson here being the mistake that they made. Because I'm seeing this person feeling like you guys aren't right for each other, but they're wishing that you would come back. And that could be the lesson here. They made a choice. The choice is that they felt you guys weren't right for one another, but now they don't even have the strength and the courage to try to make it right. So they try to manifest you in silent and get you to take the action that their heart yearns to take. And that's going to be the lesson for this person. is that it's nobody's place to fix something that you ruined except your own. Because you might feel like, okay, I lost out. That sucks. I wish we could figure this out. I wish you would come back to me. But when you reject someone or tell them that you're over it, they're going to take your word for face value. And that's what I'm saying. So there could also be someone kind of sad and disappointed around the fact that they're not in your close circle, in your close group. But it could be someone who had the opportunity and chose not to be there. Just so you know. All right, leave it here. Bye, guys.